Have you ever felt like you have all the potential in the world, but something is holding you back? You know you're smart. You know you're capable, but the results just aren't showing up. If that sounds familiar, then you need to hear the story of Ryan. This isn't just a story, it's a roadmap that could change your life. Ryan was that kid everyone knew was brilliant. He could solve complex problems in his head, grasp new concepts in a flash, and his wit was as sharp as a tack. His teachers and parents always said, "Ryan, you're going to do great things." They were so confident that he'd easily win the prestigious national scholarship, a prize that would open every door for his future. But when the exam results came out, everyone was shocked. Ryan had failed, not just missed the mark, but failed spectacularly. How could this happen? How could someone so intelligent fall so short? Ryan locked himself in his room, the weight of disappointment crushing him. He replayed the exam in his mind. He remembered staring at a question, knowing the answer was in there somewhere, but his mind kept drifting. He thought about the video game he wanted to play, a funny video he saw online, the conversation he'd had with a friend. His focus was shattered into a million pieces. In that moment of painful clarity, Ryan understood a powerful truth. Intelligence is like a high-performance engine, but without discipline to steer it, you'll just end up spinning your wheels and crashing. Raw talent wasn't enough. He was missing the one thing that truly mattered: discipline. Determined to change, Ryan sought out someone legendary for his ability to forge champions. Coach Miller. Coach Miller wasn't just a sports coach. He was a mentor who trained the mind. He had a reputation for turning raw, unfocused talent into disciplined, high-achieving individuals. Ryan found him on an old athletic field, watching a young athlete with an intensity that was almost palpable. Ryan nervously approached him. "Coach Miller, my name is Ryan. I need your help. I have the brains, but I can't control my own mind. It's like a wild animal." Coach Miller turned, his eyes seeming to look right through Ryan. He smiled faintly. "A wild animal, you say? That's a good start. Most people don't even realize they have one. The mind is not your enemy, son. It's a wild horse. Untamed, it will throw you off and drag you through the mud. But if you learn to train it, to ride it with discipline, it will carry you to places you've only dreamed of." Coach Miller explained that building discipline wasn't some mystical secret. It was a skill, one that could be learned through practice. He gave Ryan for simple, yet profound, rules to live by. These weren't just tips. They were the pillars of a new way of life. The first rule was, control your thoughts. Your mind will constantly throw random thoughts at you. Coach Miller said, your job is not to fight them, but to acknowledge them and let them go. Imagine you're standing by a river, each thought as a leaf floating by. Don't jump in and chase the leaf. Just watch it float past. When you find your mind wandering, gently guide it back to your task. This is the first and most important practice. The second rule was, create powerful habits. Discipline isn't about constant, agonizing effort, he continued. It's about building automatic behaviors. Start small. Dedicate the first hour of your day to your most important task. No phone, no social media, just pure focus. This one habit will create a ripple effect, making it easier to be disciplined in other areas of your life. Success is the sum of your daily habits. The third rule was, eliminate distractions mercilessly. Coach Miller was blunt. Your focus is your most valuable currency. Stop giving it away for free. Turn off your notifications. Put your phone in another room when you're working. Create a sanctuary of focus, a space where your mind knows it's time to work. Every time you get distracted, it's like a small tear in your mental muscle. It takes time and energy to recover. And the fourth and final rule was, practice every single day. Discipline is a muscle, Coach Miller concluded, placing a hand on Ryan's shoulder. You can't go to the gym once and expect to be strong. You have to show up every day, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Consistency is the magic ingredient. Every small act of discipline, every time you choose focus over distraction, you are strengthening that muscle. Ryan took these 4 rules to heart. It wasn't easy. The first few days were torture. His mind screamed for distraction. The urge to check his phone was a physical ache, but he remembered Coach Miller's words. He pictured the thoughts as leaves on a river. He stuck to his 1-hour morning routine, even when his brain felt foggy. He created a distraction-free study zone in his room, and day by day, something amazing started to happen. What started as 5 minutes of uninterrupted focus turned into 10, then 30, then a full hour. The wild horse of his mind began to calm down. It was still powerful, still energetic, but now it was listening to him. He found that he could direct his incredible intelligence like a laser beam. The complex problems he once struggled to focus on now unfolded before him with crystal clarity. His grades began to soar. He wasn't just passing, he was excelling in ways he never had before. The boy who was once known for being smart but scattered was now becoming known for his incredible focus and dedication. A year later, the scholarship exam came around again. This time, Ryan walked into the exam hall with a quiet confidence. The room was the same. The pressure was the same. But he was different. When his mind tried to wander, he gently guided it back, just as he had practiced 1,000 times. He moved through the questions with a calm, methodical precision. There was no panic, no mental chaos, just a clear, focused mind at work. The results came out, and this time there was no shock, just a deep, satisfying sense of accomplishment. Ryan hadn't just passed. He had achieved one of the highest scores in the country. He had won the scholarship, but standing there, holding the letter, Ryan knew the real prize wasn't the money or the prestige. The real prize was the person he had become. He had tamed the wild horse. He had learned that true power doesn't come from the gift of intelligence, but from the discipline to master oneself. Ryan's story teaches us a fundamental lesson about success. Your mind is your greatest asset, but left untrained, it can also be your greatest obstacle. Like that wild horse, it has immense power. You can let it run wild, dragging you through the mud of distraction and regret. Or you can pick up the reins. You can practice the 4 rules. Control your thoughts, build habits, eliminate distractions, and practice daily. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. By training your mind with discipline, you can steer it toward any destination you choose. You can achieve the success you've always known you were capable of. The journey begins with a single choice. The choice to pick up the reins. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unlock your true potential. We'll see you in the next video.